Welcome back to the channel, y'all. Welcome to another spiritual therapy session. I am hanging out outside on the front porch, y'all. Trying to see what I can saw, I guess. Trying to get it in. And it's a pretty nice day, so I thought I'd go ahead and pack it up, come outside, see what's going on. Y'all know I like being outside anyway. Plus, my house is so chaotic right now with stuff everywhere. I don't even feel right being in there trying to do no videos and stuff. So, everything's scattered around, so the energy ain't right. So, here I am outside on the front porch, living a small portion of my best life. So I just wanted to hop on here to see what's happening in the spiritual streets. I got this cute little deck in. I don't even remember the name of it, but oh yeah, it's Blocks to Love Oracle. So I thought I'd break this out and kind of see. Y'all, my hands is ashy. Thought I'd break this out and kind of see what, we or someone that you may be, getting involved with may need to know in reference to, maybe some blocks or some potential roadblocks that you could be experiencing or they could be experiencing, and maybe that'll kind of help, be a little guide. That's all. It's just a little guide. This is going to be a little guidance reading right here. So before I do, let me take a moment to acknowledge and thank the Holy Spirit for residing in my temple, my spirit guides, my divine ancestors, as well as all my angels of love and light. I do rebuke any low vibrational beings and all negative forces. I do command all evil eye to go blind and all monitoring spirits to go deaf. Any dark and negative energy that does come this way, it will be transmuted into peace, power, love, and prosperity. And I do speak this in the name of the divine so that this prayer does reach the Most High Creator. All right, I already see the card, fear of getting hurt. So somebody's in fear. They worried about somebody getting cheated on or complaining. Lord have mercy. Somebody's sensitive, y'all. Y'all dealing with a sensitive individual. Yep, look, people pleasing. This is somebody, Lord, in Champagne, that done lost her damn mind, y'all. It's a grasshopper on the loose. So, if y'all hear some noise, that's her. She going crazy over there. But anyway, we got fear of getting hurt, complaining. I think I seen, people pleasing. False self-beliefs, Lord, y'all, whoever this is, whether this be y'all or the person connected to y'all, but I'm kind of feeling like this would be, in reference to a person that you're connected to. But for some of y'all collective, these could be situations that, you could be or have dealt with in the past yourself as to, I'm sorry, y'all know I'm outside, as to why you are comfortable staying, out of a relationship. First card out, fear of getting hurt. Everybody has been here. I mean, unless you just really just don't give a damn, everybody has been in this energy, especially if you've been cheated on, especially if you've grown up with abandonment wounds. Something happened to you as a child. Somebody basically crushed your childlike spirit. Because, if you think about it, children are innocent. And when something bad happens to you as a child, you can't help it. There's nothing you can do about it because you're a child. You're helpless. So, and a lot of people will grow up into adulthood, and whatever happened to them, it'll be such a traumatic effect that they never forget it. So what they do, in order to not deal with the pain and not carry that pain, what they'll do is they'll push it to the back of their mind and they'll block it out. And when you block it out, what happens is some people turn non-committal because they're numb. They're numb because they trained themselves to not feel due to fear of getting hurt. So when you're numb and you can't feel, how can you love somebody that loves you? You don't know how. And that's not even to say anything bad, because I'm going to be honest with y'all. I trained myself a long time ago. Long time ago. That's why it's so easy for me to walk away from people. I don't fight for relationships. I don't. I refuse. And the thing about it is, I'm not non-committal. I'm very committal. But the thing about it is, if someone shows me that I'm not a priority, I don't have a problem going in another direction. I don't, because I've been through so much in the past that I'm better at it. Don't get me wrong, but due to my, spiritual transformation and everything, I have a higher understanding. But in a lower understanding, before I was where I am today, I tell people all the time, I didn't have 5 kids by 4 different fathers because I was a hoe. I had 5 kids by 4 different fathers because, first of all, birth control didn't work, and then the other stuff didn't either. Yeah, I did it all. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't even want kids. but hey, 444 on that truck just passed by. But seriously, like people will wonder, well, she got all them kids, by all them different me, because I've never been the type of person to hold on to somebody that showed me they didn't like me. If you show me that you don't respect me, whether I got a child by you or not, I will walk the fuck off. I don't care. So if I allow a person to stay in my life, there's got to be something going on for me to stick around. And this particular energy right here, this is what this sounds like. Thankfully, I'm not low vibrational, or I would be running around here with options and breaking hearts. I'm always grateful that I didn't have that energy. I trained myself. I did. I trained myself, but because I trained myself, I'm grateful to know that I've always had other people's thoughts, in mind. I never hurt anybody because I've been hurt. And that's a blessing, because I've had a lot of people hurt me and shut me out and reject me and close off on me and just treat me like shit because they had a fear of getting hurt. So for some of y'all have either been in this energy or you're dealing with somebody that is in this energy and it's got y'all's current relationship or friendship or whatever it is you're dealing with, it's probably in limbo. If you're dealing with somebody like this, you probably don't believe that this relationship is going to go anywhere because this person has numbed themselves out. I mean, and it takes a whole lot of inner work to get out of this fear. I lived in it, I know, but I mean, hey, thankfully I was aware enough to understand that it's not that serious. I mean, just because somebody hurt you as a child, or just because your baby daddy or your baby mama cheat on you, it does not mean that everybody else is going to do it too. You got to learn how to balance your emotions. That way, when something happens to you, you have the strength to know that you can work through the shit, heal from it, look at it from a higher perspective, keep moving. That way, whatever happens to you, if something like this were to happen to you again in the future, you know how to handle it, and it won't even harm you, as bad as it did the first time. And that's what a lot of people that carry that fear, they don't understand that. Once you have actually been through these situations and healed from it, the second, third time around, it don't even affect you. Like, you'll be good in less than 2 weeks. I mean, some people. But anyway, yeah, somebody's got a fear of getting hurt, complaining. Somebody, whether this be you collective or somebody that you deal with, complains all the time. They're not happy with their life. They find fault in everything, and that kind of goes with the false self-beliefs. A person that complains all the time, a person that's got more excuses than a motherfucker going to jail, I'm sorry, but I don't want to be dealing with nobody that every time somebody say something, or every time we got a suggestion to do something, they got something to complain about. That's a low vibrational energy, very low. To me, that's worse than being in fear of getting hurt. It is what it is. A motherfucker that complain all the time, you can't satisfy them. If you can't satisfy a person, what you want to share a bed with them for? But hey, people do what they want to do. False self-belief, same thing. This is somebody, that was either raised up to believe that they were unlovable, a person that was, what I'm saying, I'm gonna say body shamed, bullied, and bullied is not even just reduced down to going to school. Some people grow up with parents that bully them. Hey, trust me, it is. There are a lot of parents that bully their kids. There are a lot of parents that, for whatever reason, have particular entities on them, and it makes them reject their kids, and they will bully their kids, and they will abuse their kids, and that creates a false self of belief. I myself, I had an issue with my own skin tone because I was taught that my skin tone was not acceptable. So I understand this all the way, and it's y'all, it's a lot. Subconscious projection. See, all of this shit, this is all really one ball of low vibrational energy, and all of this, to be honest, is projections, every fucking bit of it. People pleasing comes from shit like this. People that will sit up and people please is because they are so afraid of getting hurt that they would give and give and give, hoping that what they're giving, that they're paying for time, they paying for love. Don't complain. A person that complains all the time, you're gonna sit and give to that person so that person won't have nothing to complain about. A person that is not happy with themselves, look, here it is, I was just gonna say this. Belief that others are the only source of love. See, when I learned this bullshit right here, when I discovered that can't nobody love me like me, the game changed, y'all. It did. The game changed. You get to a point to where you look at yourself and you like, why am I steady reaching out? Why am I steady giving? Why am I the only one calling? Why am I the only one putting forth effort? Why am I the only one remembering your birthday? Why, what I'm saying? Why am I the only one doing certain things? When you start questioning yourself, you'll start to question why you even believe that other people are the, how can I say it, or the root work to your happiness. Can't nobody love you worse than you. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care what you've been through, how damaged you may be. When you come to the realization that everybody that came up against you, that was a reflection of themselves. That didn't have shit to do with you. See, when you figure that shit out, that fear of getting hurt, complaining, and subconscious, that shit don't even live there no more, because this is a lower timeline. Negative self-image. I just said this. A person that looks at themselves in the mirror and they are not happy with what they see, they will destroy anybody that try to love them. They will. They will. Whether they were taught to think negative of themselves, or whether it just happened. You know what I'm saying? Some people will go through a particular relationship where they'll actually give their heart to a person, and because of that, they'll be open and vulnerable with a person. Say for, I'm gonna use this as an example. Say for example, you know what I'm saying, you meet somebody and they you get to getting with this person, and they open up and they tell you, I don't know, they tell you something about a particular scar on their body or something, you know, something that you may not have seen before. And this actually bothers this person, because this is a particular scar on them that, you know, they're embarrassed about for whatever reason. You know, everybody got their own way of thinking, but, and then you and this person, you know, get to dating and having a relationship. This person actually starts to develop feelings for you, and, you know, likewise, and then all of a sudden y'all get into this argument, and then you speak negatively on this particular scar on their body. That fucks with a person. It fucks with a person when you get mad and you call out a particular, I wouldn't even say a flaw, because we are all made the way we are made. You know, whether you big, whether you small, whether you got stretch marks, whether you don't, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of the fact, we are all built different for a reason. But some people have a negative self-image about themselves, like I just stated. You know, I did as a kid, you know, growing up, because it was embedded in me as a child that there was something wrong with me. And as a result, it destroyed my love life, because, you know, even as a young girl, I had low self-esteem, and that allowed me to be an open target for, you know, older men that basically already knew I had no protection. So it was more or less like, okay, well, you know, I hate to say it, but a lot of guys and girls, there's women out there that are like this too, though. But, you know, a lot of guys would target me and tell me little things. You know, they would give me these fake ass compliments. Why? Because I was in people pleasing energy. I never felt love before. I didn't know what it was. So therefore, when a light skinned, you know, older man came up to me and called me a pretty little black ass girl, I'm gonna just be for real. That was all he had to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so, and it was because I was taught, you know, from a child up, that if you were dark skinned, you were not cute. If you were dark skinned, you deserve to be treated bad. So when people don't understand that, you know, and then it's fucked up, because this stuff does ruin your love life. You have to go through so much until you finally get sick and tired of putting up with certain shit. You get sick and tired of attracting people that's going to use you. You get sick and tired of attracting people that only look at you from the outside. But y'all have to remember, when you are dealing with unprocessed past trauma, which is things that you have pushed in the back of your head and left it there, and you thought you healed from it. See, I was damn near 40 something years old before I realized I hadn't healed shit. I carried on, you know, but either two ways about it, I didn't know, because I was numb. You know what I'm saying? I was a whole mother out here. I'd have been married and everything. But still, and yet I didn't realize that I had unhealed past trauma until a few years ago, when a particular person mirrored to me that I was damaged as fuck. I mean, it is what it is, and it was not good at all. But hey, I went in and did what I needed to do to help myself. And as a result, I don't really say unhealed past relationships, because again, because I was so numb and so used to pain, bad relationships was normal for me. You know what I'm saying? That's sad, but it was. You know what I'm saying? Being a single mom, finding out you pregnant and knowing you got to be the only parent, I was built for the shit, because I was used to it. You know what I'm saying? But this unhealed abandonment wound, that's where the problem was right there. And this is what most people deal with. And you don't even realize you're dealing with it. Because when you have unhealed abandonment wounds, all of these other cards, matter of fact, this whole fucking deck, it's all in the same category. But once you discover that you find love within yourself, don't none of this other shit exist. So this is a cute little deck. I like it. You know, look, lack mentality, codependency, self-pity, lack of self-love. Man, all of this shit, all of this. Man, when you get out here and you start dating people, and let me speak on this obsession right quick before I get off here, because this is a short little check-in. I just wanted to check this little deck out, break it out, and see what the cards is all about. This wasn't nothing. I'm probably gonna post it, but still, and yeah, like I said, I just wanted to see what was in this little deck. But obsession, all of these particular energies, if you're dealing with a particular person that is extremely toxic, oh yes, this obsession comes from every bit of this lack mentality, not feeling good enough. You know what I'm saying? Possible childhood trauma, just all sorts of types of things. But just understand all of these energies, they are low vibrational entity attachments. Every last one of them, regardless if something happened to you as a child. People really need to understand when something happens to you, especially, you know, when you are a child, the person that harms you, they're being controlled by a particular entity. You know what I'm saying? And it is what it is. When people do anybody, whether you're a child or not, but when people harm kids, it's because they have a particular demonic presence on them that controls them. And as a result, once they harm that child or do something to that child, what they do is they pass that spirit down to that child. Some people outgrow it. Some people can deliver themselves. Some people just hold it in and they don't talk about it and they keep living life. And I'm speaking from experience. And you just keep going and you keep on going. But the thing about it is, once you hold on to that spirit for so long, and then you get up here in the real world, as I stated earlier, you start attracting in those same type of people because they are relatives of this spirit that was downloaded into you as a child. That's why a lot of people that have been touched on as kids, they end up in bad relationships because that particular spirit has housed itself in them. And then they go out and they attract people that'll abuse them, that'll beat them, you know what I'm saying, that'll reject them. They'll come around to sleep with them, get them pregnant, and then they gone. They don't want to do right by you. They don't care to take care of their kids because they too have a particular spirit on them that is controlling them. And what they see when they look at you, whether they realize it or not, they look at you as a source. You're a source. That's all you are. We're all energy. So when you're looking at everything from a 3D standpoint, it's confusing. You know, I don't know why he won't take care of his kids. I don't know why she did me like this. I don't know why my mama hated me. I don't know why this. I don't know why that. But when you start looking at shit from a higher perspective, now you start sitting back and you start looking at shit from a demonic presence, all of this shit right here makes sense. Now you understand why you had a particular lover that was always stalking you and sitting out on your job and doing all this crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? It all makes sense. And then once you start to cleanse yourself from these people and you stop, you know what I'm saying, giving access to these people, they go fucking crazy. They do. They go crazy. They turn into stalkers. You know what I'm saying? Some people, you got to put restraining orders on them. Some people, I hate to say it, but some people got that entity on them so strong that's been feeding off of you. And then when you learn to love yourself, you overthrow the entity that's been on you. So what happens is the entity that's on that person can no longer feed off you. That person turns into an obsessed lover. You know what I'm saying? And then what ends up happening for some people, they end up losing their life because they don't know how to let a person go and that person has to defend themselves. It's all spiritual in nature. And sometimes, and I hate to say this, y'all, sometimes that is judgment. If you got to defend yourself and take somebody's life because they won't let you go, because the entity on them will just eat at them and eat at them and eat at them to the point to where you fearing for your life, that's a fucked up energy to be in, true enough. But just because you changed your life and they did not, you should not have to pay for what somebody else is suffering through. We all have the ability to change. Some people don't. Some people don't want to. They want you to stay in a low vibration, continue to feed their entity, and continue to happily house the entity that you had. When you start overthrowing entities, baby, people will turn against you. People won't like you. They'll start lying on you, especially these people that you were in relationships with. They be mad at you. And it don't even be them. It be the entities on them. The entities on them is mad because you are no longer an energy source. You had a high vibrational energy source. Even though you had an entity attached to you, it didn't matter. You found the courage and the strength to get rid of yours. So that leave this motherfucker having to run around here with just mediocre ass entities. They don't want the mediocre. They wanted the top shelf. Well, you ain't got the entity no more. Now you evolving. You know what I'm saying? You growing. You living life. You being blessed. You know what I'm saying? You got doors opening up for you. For some of y'all, y'all jumping in other relationships. And these motherfuckers is out here going crazy because they're not going to find another energy source. So instead of them going in and healing like you did, they want to get mad, turn into an obsessed lover, ex-lover, want to turn into a stalker, want to do all of this dumb shit. All because they didn't want to be open to receive love. So what they did was they sabotaged y'all's relationships, but they still expected you to sit around in the low vibrational energy. Yeah, I don't know where the hell this read went to, but either two ways, but I'm finna get out for this because this is too much. This is a lot. I wasn't expecting all of this to come through, but either two ways about it, y'all. Watch people that's not following their heart. Watch people that live in self-judgment. Watch out for people that don't feel worthy. And you'll know when a person has lack of self-commitment, when they just get out here and they just do anything. You know what I'm saying? You know, they'll sleep with anybody. They don't care. It's because, again, they being controlled. Our bodies are temples. And when you can just run around here and just give it up and put all kinds of toxins and poisons in your body and you don't even have a second thought, trust and believe that lack of self-commitment, that means there is a particular host sitting on them, and it is a demonic entity. And you don't want to get wrapped up in people like this, because these type of people don't give a fuck about you, especially if you don't put in the work to clean up your spiritual hygiene. You're not trying to lay down with bottom of the barrel ass people that don't mind going around sleeping around with other people and then coming home and sleeping with you. That is the most disrespectful thing a person can do, is to literally be, you know what I'm saying, dibbling and dabbling with you, and then they'll go out in the streets and lay down with somebody else and then come home with they dirty ass you know what, and then think you supposed to be ready and willing to please them. No, see, people like that, they're demons. They have demonic entities on them. They don't care. They do people. Some people don't care. And that is the reason why a lot of people will never experience true love. Y'all, I'm not lying. When I tell y'all these flies is so fucking bad all of a sudden, I'm gonna have to get out here. This is a hot ass mess. And I got shit burning and blowing everywhere. These bitches, y'all, these flies is ghetto. I wonder if when I move, is these damn flies gonna be bad like this over there in my other place? Because this is weird to me, the way these flies are. And what's sad is, y'all, I can literally go sit outside. I can come outside and sit. If my table is not set up, these flies don't even be out here like that. It seems like as soon as I get my table set up to read, all of a sudden, here them hoes come. Here they come. They want to be on camera, I guess. I don't know. Monitoring bitch ass spirits. I'm finna use this other tarot deck, because this one, the cards is all mixed up. I ain't finna go through all that right now. All right, y'all. But yeah, I don't know. Y'all let me know if y'all like this little deck. I don't even remember where I got it from. I think off Temu, to be honest. But it's got a lot of information in it, you know, in reference to people struggling with their relationships and stuff. People not feeling good enough to be loved, you know. And I mean, I like the deck. I'll probably use it from time to time. I don't do a whole lot of love readings and stuff like that. I just mainly do general, because I mean, I hate to say it, but love is, I mean, I'm open for it, but it's not really something I care to be into. My focus is somewhere else, but a lot of times, you know, the energy does come up and it needs to be spoken on. So see what I'm saying? Six of Cups to the King of Wands. A lot of these people that are in these particular low, you know what I'm saying, I want to keep saying low vibrational energies, but in these energies of needing healing, let me say this, it's because of stuff that happened to them as a child. This is childhood shit that a lot of the women, especially, you know, you may have been finessed by a King of Wands, you know, and then you thought you and this person was going to get married, and then, you know what I'm saying, you come to find out this person ain't no good, this person doing all kinds of stuff, shattered your heart, and it caused you to shut down. You know, I mean, it happens. It's fucked up, but it happens. But the thing is, everything we go through ain't nothing but a fucking test. It's a test. You either become a victim to your circumstances, or you learn how to alchemize that energy and keep fucking growing. And, you know, a lot of people don't. A lot of people like playing a victim. A lot of people like saying, well, such and such did this to me. But see, what they don't realize is all they doing is blocking their own new beginning. They blocking their own new beginning. Y'all, one of my daughters got an electrical, some kind of fly swatter that looked like a tennis racket. I'm finna go get that bitch. It literally shocks flies. I ain't never seen no shit like that, but I'm finna go get it. And so if y'all see that big white tennis racket flying across the screen in one of my videos, just know, just know what it is. All right, y'all. Yeah, so people that live in self-pity, you know what I'm saying? They blocking their new beginnings and their wheel of fortune. And see, look here, star in the reverse. Five of Swords is in the reverse. See, you got to get in the energy of not wanting to be in conflict. Seven of Wands is in the reverse. Damn, what? Let me check these cards. Why is all these cards in the reverse? Well, they in the upright. The deck is in the upright. But yeah, so I mean, you got to look at all of this. This is crazy. It's just crazy how these particular entities literally take over and control us, and we end up missing out on love. We end up missing out on new beginnings. You know, you may run across a nice, sweet, loving person. Then you get to talking to that person and dating that person, and you thinking, yeah, you know, this is a pretty good match. And then all of a sudden, you know, you start looking at red flags in this person, but the red flags that you looking at, they not necessarily toxic, but the red flags is bad enough to make you back up because you like, oh, hell no, this motherfucker need to do some healing. People will literally miss out on a blessing that was given to them, all because they want to hold on to past trauma and they call themselves protecting themselves. But like I always say, you cannot catch God's blessings when your fists are balled up due to anger or fear. And once people grow to understand that, people will literally go in and heal. Because if your heart is not in the right place, how can you expect blessings? And that's, I tell it to people all the time. Why do people sit up and expect the Most High to bless them, to be there for them, give to them, but then you won't even give to the person beside you? You know what I'm saying? You so closed off and selfish because you afraid of getting hurt, but then you wonder why you having quote unquote bad luck. You know what I'm saying? Treat everybody the way you want to be treated. You'll go around and sleep around with everybody, but then the same people you sleeping with, if they have an emergency, they can't even call you because you probably ain't gonna answer the phone. See, it's shit like that. We live in a world where everybody expects people to do for them, you know what I'm saying, and give them what they want, be there for their beck and call. But then when it comes to people reciprocating energy, they don't fucking want to. And then when you shut down and be like, you know what, hell no, I'm healed enough. I see what this is. Once you discover who you are and you walk away, you know, then it's a problem. That's where that obsession come in. That's where all of that drama comes in. These people forfeit their own fucking new beginning and wheel of fortune because they'll lose a star that the universe gave them. All because of every last one of those definitions that came out in those red cards. All right, y'all. I'm finna get off here. Like I said, I don't even know if I'm gonna post this video. I just want to crack the deck open and see what kind of energy came out of it. I don't even know what I'm gonna title it if I do post it. All right, y'all. Let's see. So the signs out here, y'all. We got Capricorn out here twice. We got Aquarius, Taurus. No. Aquarius is out here twice. Capricorn is out here twice. Taurus and Virgo. Those are the signs that came out. So maybe those signs will be significant for you, your person, or somebody that you've been dealing with. And then we got the numbers 321 out here. 321. Why am I 321? It seemed like I watched a reading this morning and somebody said something about the number 321. I don't even remember now. That's gonna mess with my head because I do remember hearing the number 321. But either two ways about it, y'all. 321 might be significant for you, and that is 345, which is a 6. 6 has everything to do with the lovers, but with 321, if you ask me, that is you know what I'm saying, that's number synchronicity going in reverse. And what I just got off of that is someone needs to go back into their past and start a healing process on themselves so they don't lose their wheel of fortune, so they don't lose their new beginning. So when the universe decides to put a star in their life, they won't lose that star out of fear. They will be able to overthrow the entity that's controlling them so that they too can have a blessed and abundant life. So I'm gonna go ahead and get out here, y'all. Peace and blessings. Namaste. Y'all have a blessed day, evening, night, morning, or whenever you are watching the video.